Okay, so YouTube finally got me for my intro song, so y'all are just gonna have to enjoy me talk. You are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You take me where I've never been. You make my heart go ding-a-ling-a-ling. Did I even say that right? You know what? Alright, I had one job. Hit that bell. I'm watching.
What's up, everybody? If you're new, welcome. If you're old, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jerry, and you're watching Life with Jerry. Alright, guys, what's up, what's up, what's up? Before we get into this story time, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that good stuff, as well as follow me on all of my social medias. They're always in the description box and the screen. And if you follow me, I got you with a shout out on Instagram or TikTok if you follow me on one of those. Period. So today I'm here with
Telly Drip Gang,
and we the Lit Gang. And if y'all don't know who she is, I need y'all to get hip because she's been in so many of my videos. Like, we literally are going through prank wars right now. So Get hip, go subscribe, go follow her. All that stuff will be in the description box. As you guys can see by that title and that thumbnail, I'm finna get a little cozy because we finna tell y'all a little story time, and I'm a little cold. And I don't want my areola to keep popping out on y'all because this shirt got my nipple popping out. You know, you can't have that. So we finna do a story time telling you guys how basically we went from strangers to roommates. Literally. Like online friends to roommates.
That's
like
crazy. You
know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm either title it from strangers to roommates or from online friends to roommates. I'm not sure. Before we get into this, get this video 250 likes. Smash that like button right now. Subscribe to both of us and follow both of us. Then keep on watching because this is about to be a juicy story time. Without further ado, let's get into it. Yeah. Should we start with like how we met?
Yeah, I think we should start with like how we met.
Okay, so then you want to tell that part? Like,
yeah,
I'll
say my side because so basically I was already making YouTube videos or whatever, but I didn't really have a lot of like friends in Minnesota that did YouTube videos. So like I think somebody told me, another YouTuber out there told me that she began in joining a Facebook groups. So I was like, okay, well, let me start joining a bunch of Facebook groups. So I started sending my stuff to like enter all the Facebook groups, and I got into a group. And Life with Jerry happens to be in one of the groups. So yeah.
Before I started getting into groups, I don't even know how I started getting into like group chats and stuff. But no. Yeah, okay, so I was doing college content at one point, and a lot of college YouTubers was telling me like, oh, there's Facebook for like promo and stuff, and you can meet a lot of like YouTubers and things like that. And sometimes they even like make it to where it's like group chats and stuff. And I'm like, oh, bet, because I don't have no friends that really do YouTube or that get like what I be going through and stuff. And back then I was really inconsistent, so I was like, maybe if I start joining groups and stuff and meeting like-minded people and stuff, I'll get consistent on YouTube because I'll have like YouTube friends and stuff. You feel me? So I joined group chats. I even started making group chats on my own and stuff. And yeah, we're gonna continue with her part, and then we're gonna continue with mine.
Okay, boom. So I think what happened was I joined a group chat. It was actually a group chat that Jerry started. It was her group chat, but wait, was it like a couple? I think at the time she had like a couples channel, so that's what I saw on there. And I was like, oh, that's okay. But that's when I started seeing like, well, first they had invited me to like the GroupMe chat, and GroupMe is just like another like messaging app. It's kind of like Kik, if you know what Kik was back then, or like WhatsApp. So we joined that, and then you're gonna explain her side.
Okay, so yeah, so after like I started getting into group chats and stuff, like that was like freshman year of college and stuff. You feel me? I don't know why I told y'all that because it really was irrelevant. But yeah, so a couple years later, I'm in this relationship with one of these old boys. And I'm like, I want to meet other couple YouTubers because like we can collab with couples and stuff, you know, and make like relationships, like friendships and stuff with other couples. Cause you know, I'm corny when I'm in relationships. I ain't gonna cap. Like I like doing couple stuff and things like that. And like, you know, YouTube back then, like couple stuff was in, it still is. But like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if we get in couple collabs and stuff, like we could all go up. You feel me? I'm always thinking about going up and bringing people up too. You feel me? So I'm like, I'm finna make a little couples group chat, you know? Because I had a regular one for regular, like, just every YouTuber and stuff. So I was like, I'm making a couple group chat too, like, specific to couples. So I made that, and I was, like, posting it in Facebook groups and stuff. And I know, like, she joined and, like, a bunch of other people joined.
That's how, like, we started talking in the group chat. But it was mostly, like, we wasn't really talking, like, privately that much,
Like,
really.
to each other.
Yeah, it was just like everybody in the group chat talking. But then, like, a lot of people in the group chat was, like, starting to be, inconsistent. And I just clicked with Jerry, and then Kayla, Mari, and, like, there's another.
Oh, yeah, I used to add all my friends to the group chats, even though they didn't do YouTube, because I'm shy. And I be scared trying to make new friends and stuff. So my friends be like, just add me, I got you. I'll be in there with you. So it made it easier for me to talk.
Yeah, that's lit.
But, yeah, like she said, everybody was falling off and stuff. And I know we clicked, because I'm like, okay, she really buy her stuff. Like, she really trying to be consistent, really go up with YouTube. And that's what I'm trying to do, too. And I'm like, I feel like she's hella cool. Like, you know, like, she seems hella chill, hella cool. So I'm like, yeah, you feel me? Okay, period.
Yeah, so then we just started talking more, I think. And then, did we make another group, or did we just stay in that group? Because a lot of people had left, or they just wasn't talking.
I think maybe we stayed in that group, but we also, like, was making other groups and stuff, because like we had hella group chats. I'm not even gonna cap. Like, we was just making group chats because people would fall off, and I'm like, well, this group chat is dead. I'm not gonna keep adding people and removing people, so I'm gonna just start over with people that talk. So that's what we just kept doing, you know. So yeah.
So eventually, like, I had made a couples channel with my ex, and so then he didn't want to be in a group chat, so I was still talking in the couples group chat. And then I think I wanted to go see, me and my ex were gonna come visit California. We were going to like LA area, but then like there was another YouTube couple that was doing like a meet and greet, and Jerry was gonna go, right? He was gonna go to the meet and greet.
No, what happened was actually because we could say the couple. It was Kiana and Keon when they was together. Mm-hmm. So Kiana and Keon are from where I'm from. So like, no shade, no tea, I promise. But I wasn't like fangirling over them. Not saying she was either, you know, like, it's just like when somebody is from where you're from, like, you're not pressed to go see them like that, you know, like when you grew up around them, like, you know, stuff like that. Like, she used to throw parties, I used to go, stuff like that. So I'm just kind of like, oh, like, you know, it is what it is, you know, like, I wasn't really pressed or thinking about going. Mm-hmm. But I know, like, she loved watching them, and I liked watching them too, like, don't get me wrong. But yeah, so they was going to LA, and I was like, ooh, because first she said she was coming to Cali, so I was like, ooh, you should slide, like, come visit me and stuff. And she was like, oh, we're going to LA. I'm like, ooh, that's kind of far. And so she was like, but I think we're coming to the Bay for a day for Keon and Kiana's meet and greet. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, they having a meet and greet? Like, I didn't even know. Like, okay, yeah. So I'm like, oh, they having a meet and greet? She's like, yeah, it's gonna be there, this, that, and third. I'm like, oh, okay, bet. Like, I know where that's at. Like, okay, me and Kayla will meet you. Mm-hmm. And me and my ex, I was like, I'll have my ex come too, you know, so he can meet y'all and stuff too. So he could, like, at least so her boyfriend, her ex, could have a guy to be with. Because I'm bringing Kayla, like, 30 all the girls. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, bet. Like, just let me know when you're getting close and stuff, and we'll come, because it wasn't really that far for me, you know. So, yeah, that's how that happened. And then
that came. Crazy. Yeah, we went, and then it was like, we clicked like right after that.
Away, like we was both shy. I ain't gonna cap. We was really shy, but we like really clicked. Like, we went to the hookah lounge. Ooh, we did heck of stuff. Like, it was all in one day, literally, because they left that same day. Like,
that's crazy. They leave that night.
Yeah, they left that night. So we was just hanging out that whole day. Like, my ex barely was there. He came like kind of later, but I really didn't care. We was going through stuff at that time, so I really didn't care if he came or not, to be honest. But yeah, so we did the meet and greet. That was actually really fun, though. I'm not gonna cap. Like, the games and stuff was fun, and the people that was there were fun. So yeah, so then we met and we did that, and then after that we kind of just was talking a lot after that. And then what happened? Oh, we became friends with another YouTuber who we were friends with at the time.
No, first I came to
Atlanta. Oh yeah. That's how. See, this is how I knew we was gonna be like hella cool, hella close. Okay, so yeah, you can go ahead and do it.
Okay, yeah, so we was just all talking, just friendly, all that stuff. We was really clicking, and so then I knew Jerry and Haley's another friend that was in the group chat. Both of their birthdays was coming up, and so then I wanted to come, you know, get lit with them, celebrate their birthday with them. So I was like, ooh, I'm coming down. And one thing about me, I'ma come.
Yeah, and I was shook. Look, let me tell y'all, when she said she was coming, I'm like, is she for real, like, gonna come? Like, or what the heck? Like, she really gonna come? Because my thing is, like, nobody, like, I've never had friends aside from, like, probably Kayla and Mari, and possibly Haley, who was my friend at that time. That's no tea, no shade. You feel me? We're just not friends no more. But you know, like, I feel like nobody else will really travel somewhere for, like, a special occasion like that. Like, no shade to my friends out here or nothing like that either, but it's just the truth. You feel me? Like, not to a whole nother state, at least. You know, like, yes, same state, we in the same state, they're gonna travel. Like, you feel me? Yeah, that's gonna get done. But, like, from a whole nother state, and we only met in person one time, like, I was really shook, and I was telling my mom, I'm like, girl, like, this girl's gonna be my friend for life, and all this stuff. And she was like, girl, shut up, because, like, girls like me, like, I don't have a good track record with girls, and it don't be my fault. It do not be my fault.
It don't be her fault.
It do not be my fault, but I don't have a good track record with girls because they always doing something or on some weird stuff, and just some stuff always happens. And it's I know it'd be hard to hear, like, it's never me, but it really don't be me. Like, I'm just so chill, you know? So I'm like, she ain't finna come, but then we planned it and stuff, and then she dropped her screenshot to her ticket. I'm like, oh, she coming! It's lit! I'm like, it's lit! So we start really planning the weekend, because I ain't gonna care, we did not have plans. So she said she was for sure coming. I'm like, okay, we gotta show Telly a good time. And I'm like, we just gotta do like this, we gotta go all out, we just gotta have fun. So we trying to plan it and stuff.
And then, so I went there. It was so fun. Like, we was going crazy. The Uber guys was lit.
Drunk whole weekend. Like, it was just, like, it was really lit. Like when I tell you, Telly really became, like, one of the girls, like, that weekend. Like, literally, like, it was, like, me, Telly, Kayla, Mari was really, like, on stuff. Like, back then, like, it was when, like, that time where, like, after that, Haley, like, disappeared and all that stuff. You know, like, y'all seen them story times. But she wasn't really, like, into it for her own personal reasons. You feel me? Like, no tea, no shade. Once again, this is really not about her. So, we just had fun. Like, it was my birthday weekend. I wasn't worried about nobody feeling no type of way. Nobody not trying to turn up. If you're not trying to turn up, that's fine. That's your business. But I'm going to turn up. Period. So, like, we was taking shot after shot after shot. Like, it was my first time really seeing Telly drunk. Like, it was just so fun. You know? Like, it was fun. We filmed videos. Like, all that stuff. Like, we did, like, recreating YouTubers' intros. All that stuff.
And then, we even was doing public interviews at the mall.
Oh yeah, we went to the mall. We did public interviews. We did heck of stuff. We was meeting people. Like, we was really, it was that weekend. We did heck of stuff. Like, it was. I just knew that week. I was like,
oh yes, we even went to their school.
Oh yeah, we went out to Clark. All that
stuff. I thought
stuff.
it was so cool.
Yeah.
I just never went to a university. So I was like,
yeah, we did heck of stuff. And me and Kayla Mara was like, yeah, she finna be gang. That's gang. Period. That's gang. So, yeah, that happened. And then after that, I think it was when, I hit y'all up for VidCon.
Yes, I think, because I forget how we even became, like, close, because there was another YouTuber that, me and her was talking, I don't know how her and Jerry started becoming friends.
I think it was through you, to be honest. Like, I don't remember, but I really don't.
Some way we had gotten a group chat.
Yeah, somehow we all ended up in one big group chat, like, just us three. Like, it was like a group chat, and we called each other sisters and all this stuff. And, like, we was like, talking and all this stuff. I really don't know how me and the other girl became cool, but we did, you feel me? Which was fine with me at the time, so. Yeah, like, I really rocked with them. Like, you feel me? Like, they was really, like, Telly was really my sis. Like, that was gang, gang, gang.
No, I knew, this is how I knew Jerry was my, like, I knew it was up, because when we went on that VidCon trip, I'm like, hold on.
We was people all the same stuff.
Like, I just had to look at Jerry, and she knew. She just had to look at me, and I knew.
Right, it was heck stuff. If we decide to do a story time about that, y'all will know. But right now, we're going to keep it to ourselves. But just know. It was up, okay? Mind you, that trip, I did not know if she was peeping when I was peeping until after we talked about it, and we was peeping when we was peeping. But before the trip, we ended up in, like, that group chat, and we used to, like, really confide in each other. Like, we really got close. Like, we learned a lot about each other. Like, it was, like, no cameras type stuff. Like, it wasn't just a YouTube type of friendship. Like, we was actually, like, sharing personal things with each other. Mind you, I never met the other girl in person before, but I'm like, well, Telly fucks with her. Telly, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck it. Like, fuck it. You feel me? My bitch fuck with her, I'ma fuck with her, period. So, we was like, I'm not gonna cap though. Me and Telly really didn't share a lot of, like, crazy personal stuff. Like, personal stuff, if I felt some type of way or something, I would kind of text Telly on the side. Not even gonna cap, because it was just something was off, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to put all my business out to this person. So, yeah, but me and Telly are really close because like we was sharing stuff. You feel me? So then I was like, oh, we should go to VidCon and stuff. Y'all know I'm always trying to take trips and stuff. Like, hey, girl, damn. But I'm like, we should go to VidCon. Like, I went with my ex last year. I was like, it was so lit. Like, I was telling them about it. I was like, we should go.
Yes,
and right, we was hyped. Like, we bought, like, all of us was on our shit, like, money-wise. Like, we was doing our thing. So we bought them tickets quick. Like, we got the hotel quick. Like, we was not playing. We got the rental car. Like, we was really with it. Like, it was up there. And that was just that on that. And then VidCon, we had the time of our life. Literally, despite certain stuff, we had the time of our life.
Yeah,
like, we met so many YouTubers, made so many connections.
That was lit now. That was lit.
That was lit. And then I knew me and Telly was close because the first night, girl, the next day I woke up and she was in my bed. I said, oh yeah, that's my bed. I was like, oh yeah, period. Because the first night I think I had a really bad headache. So I went to sleep really early that day we got there. Yeah, I had a really bad headache. And then Telly just ended up sleeping with me. I was like, okay, yeah, this my bed. This my bed. Period. Because there's only 2 beds in there. Somebody was going to share. But I was like, okay, I know this my bed. Because, you know, like, real friends, they going to share with each other regardless, you know?
Really gonna care.
Like, because, like, me and Kayla, I know every time we go places, like, on trips and stuff, we be like, yup, we rooming together. Like, that just be that, you know? So I'm like, okay, period. So we did VidCon, right. So we did VidCon and stuff. And then after that, like, we was just, like, talking, all that stuff. Then Corona happened. Coronavirus!
Oh, yeah.
So no trips happened.
No trips happened. We were supposed to go to Miami, though, for Playlist or something.
Oh, yeah,
or
we were
Orlando.
supposed to go to Playlist Live.
We
didn't go because let me be real. I was trying to pledge. Didn't work out because, like, community service letter, like, it didn't have something. So application got denied, access denied. So that didn't happen. But, like, I canceled that whole trip for that. And I could have got in if my community service letter was right, but whatever. So yeah, and you know, it was senior year, so I'm like, girl, you feel me? I gotta do this. So we like texted Telly like a long ago thing. I felt so bad because y'all know YouTube is #1 to me, literally. So for me to cut down something for something else really means like, okay, this is also really important. Yeah. Cause YouTube, child, it come first. So I really felt like I wanted to cry that we had to cancel that trip. But yeah, we didn't go to Playlist Live. And then I think it was after Playlist Live, I texted you asking like, we're moving together?
Oh yeah, I think it was after that.
Like I texted her and I was like, sis.
Thinking about moving, like
I was like, sis, what you got planned like in the next couple months, like after May?
Because we can make something.
I was like, cause we can really move together and really go up on YouTube. Like I was just texting her all this stuff. We ended up, I texted her and I was like, you know, asking her and stuff, and she was down. I'm like, okay,
down.
Yeah, she was down. So she was like, okay, from this point, I'm finna start saving. I'm like, okay, from this point, I'm finna start saving. Girl, you can talk a little bit. I feel like I've been talking.
No, girl, go ahead. No, but at the time, I was not able to save at all. But I knew, I'm like, I always wanted to like live in California anyway. Since the very first time I came, like the first time I had seen Jerry and we linked up all that, I wanted to live here so bad. So I was like, when Jerry came up with that idea, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do this. So, and I was never able to save. I was like, I really want this. So I just started saving. We started saving, and then like we were saving for a good minute, and then
a couple months. Yeah, because I think I hit her up in probably like March or honestly March or April. I think I hit her up real late, honestly. So for us to save up how much we did was really like, we really wanted to do this. So I hit her up and she was down or whatever. So I'm like, okay, bet I'm gonna start looking for places in the Bay and all this stuff. Cause you know, I'm from the Bay and I know she wants to live in Cali. And I know LA way too expensive. You feel me? Mind you, the Bay ended up being way too expensive too. So we're in like the middle of both, which is fine with me. But yeah, so I'm like, I'm gonna start looking for places. Did not end up looking for places. I'm not even gonna cap. So I think April or May rolls around and we like touch bases again. Like, hey, are we still doing this and stuff? And we both was like, yeah, I'm still down. So I'm like, okay, it's time to for real start looking for places. So like June, I think, or July came up. I think it was July. We started looking real late. So I think July came up.
It was July.
It was July.
There was too much going on in June.
Yeah, it was July. Because COVID happened, all that stuff. So we really weren't looking for places. I had to move out of college. I had to do online classes, try to hurry up and graduate, all this stuff. So like from May to like July, it was just too much happening. So July comes and I'm like, okay, it's time for us to really start looking.
Buckle down.
And this was before Vegas, before we went to Vegas, because we went on another trip during COVID. Yeah, oh well. It was before Vegas, so me, Kayla, and my friend at the time, Haley. It's just funny because it's like that's awkward to say, but it's like I'm being real, and it's not like I'm speaking bad on her. I wish nothing but the best for her if you're watching this. But yeah, so we were all looking for places to like move into and stuff like out in the Bay, because like Haley was trying to move to Cali at the time and stuff, so we were trying to help her, and I was trying to look for me and Telly, because I'm like, okay, Telly can't come down here right now. So we about to go to Vegas. It's too much. Like she can't come here and go to Vegas. So I'm like, okay, we finna hurry up and look before Vegas and look again after Vegas. So before and after Vegas, we were doing hella apartment tours, like hella.
Yeah, they were sending me them. I was like, oh my gosh,
we were doing so many apartment tours, and then we ended up applying to one place, and we got denied. And it was because of me, because at that time I had a balance on my thing that was not caused by me, but we're not going to speak on that. But I had a balance on my thing, so I'm like, okay, well, you and my mom probably will have to apply, because my mom, you know, she be down. Like, she's really a real one. I'm just going to tell y'all this right now. She's a real one. Literally.
She even know me, okay?
Literally. But my mom, she felt the vibe. She just like, and my mom was like, oh, y'all both African? Yeah, period. She's African? Oh, yeah, period. You know, period. Y'all already know. And we from the same, you know, West African. Like, period. My mom was like, oh, yes, up. But yeah, so I'm like, you and my mom have to apply. I told her that. I was like, my mom's like fine with applying with you and all this stuff, like running her credit, because she was our co-signer for the first place. She was. So she got her credit check like twice. But she was like, she'll apply like on the lease with her and stuff. And while they do that, I'm working on getting that off my credit, because girl, I'm gonna get on this lease. So period. Yeah, so you can tell that part. So you can talk, because I'm like, I just talking.
So then we found a place, we got denied, and then Jerry was like, Jerry, Kayla, everybody was still looking. I was looking, but I couldn't even find no good places. So Jerry, I think, found this one.
Which I don't even remember how. I think it was an Instagram ad or something. Yeah. But I was like, this is beautiful. So and I sent it to her.
Like bigger, way bigger. And I think it was still cheaper
way cheaper.
The last place we even applied to. So I'm like, dang, we gotta apply.
Way cheaper.
We was able to apply. And then we got, well, first of all, the process,
Ooh,
I was ready to give up.
That was like a month process or a couple weeks. Because our moving date we set for August 16th. We applied like early, like middle July. We applied like middle July. We didn't hear from them until like a week before the 16th, I think. Yeah, that process took forever, which it shouldn't have, because the other apartment we heard from them like literally a couple minutes later that we were denied. So I'm like, why is this taking so long? We kept having to send in so much paperwork. Mind you, I'm sending in my mom's paperwork. She don't know, she's not tech savvy, so I have to do everything for her while I'm still trying to get this balance off my stuff. But child,
thank goodness we did not give up. I'm like, Jerry.
Because she was like, do you just want to find something else? And I'm like, Telly, y'all can't get y'all credit checked the third time. Like, I'm thinking about their credit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Because I'm like, when we apply for apartments, they check your credit. That's like an inquiry. I'm like, y'all don't want to keep checking y'all credit. Let's just wait and see. I'm like, I got faith. Because I'm like, I really like this place. I need them to come through. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, they just need to come through. And then after we was both, because I was like, Telly, I'm ready to give up too, but we just got to hang in there. And after that, like, we heard back from them, like, I think that same day or the next day, damn near.
Yeah.
Which is crazy how, it's just crazy how God works, like, literally. So then after we find out we're approved, y'all, like, a couple days later, I finally get that stuff off my credit. So we come in here, like, we come here for moving day. I applied to get put on the lease, child. Finally, I get put on the lease. Like, it was just, everything just started going so good.
It's like, yes!
But yeah, so we ended up moving together, and now we're roomies, and it's going great. From strangers to roommates, and that's how it happened. Like it really, like, that's crazy. That story time really probably sounds like really crazy. Like, damn, y'all was walking by faith, not by sight, and that's really what it was.
Because some people be going through it.
Yeah, and who you know gonna move in with somebody they met like on the internet for real. You know what I'm saying? Like
internet friends, right?
Like that's crazy. Like go on trips with each other, all that stuff. Like we was really doing it. Like that's crazy. Like,
that's wild though. For real.
Who you know, like.
And I like struggle making friends. Like I'm just so, I don't know. Like I have so much anxiety. I think that's what it is. But like, and I just, I don't know.
Girl, me too. I just don't trust people, like, because I've been through so much with females. Like, if I was to tell y'all every story time, like, she only know the stuff, like, recent. Like, this year, last year. Like, if I was to tell y'all stuff from middle school, high school, elementary school, y'all would be like, why do you even still try to make friends? Like, girl, give it up. Like, literally, like, it's never me. So I'm like, that's crazy how, like, I just really, like, click with somebody and, like, it's somebody like just like Kayla and Mari who's never showed me no like disloyalty, no reason to not trust them. You know, like her, Kayla, Mari, and my friend Cheyenne, Bookie Baby, you feel me? They're solid. Like, period. I've never had a reason to question them, like their loyalty, like nothing. Like, I feel like I could really confide in them and all that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. Like, you really meet somebody off the internet like that. Like,
we live in testimony.
Like, it can happen. Like, for real. Like, I really don't have a lot of female friends. I don't know if y'all peep, but I just don't. Like, I don't have the energy for it. I want to make friends. Like, I want to be friends with females, but they always show me why. Like, I don't waste my energy because, like, they always doing some weird stuff. Like, can't we just be friends?
I just feel like, what?
Like,
how?
Gosh, like, why? Why are you weird? But it worked out. Amen. Praise the Lord. Like, the roommate situation, it don't even feel like we roommates. Like, it just feel like we family, just living in a nice little place, chilling, doing what we gotta do, filming, cooking together, learning how to cook together, like, just making memories and really, like, elevating. Like, you know, like, child, like, it's a blessing, literally. Like, we was just talking about this the other day. Like, it's really a blessing. Like, for me, especially with, like, all my roommate experiences within the past 2 years, like, whoa, to finally have somebody that, like, really works out, you know, and it's like a perfect match, like roommate wise. Like, you don't find that a lot. Like, I be watching roommate stories on YouTube and child, we all be going through it. Okay, so that's crazy, but yeah,
I don't know. I'm just like I'm just so happy and I'm so excited. I just can't wait for like COVID to like simmer down so we can like really do stuff because we having fun. We trying to explore more and do more
turn
stuff.
Up, see the city because like I said, we're not gonna disclose where we are, but we like literally like halfway between the Bay, halfway between LA. Like we really could do stuff in all three places, here, there, and there. Like literally. So, and I know me and her could turn up because we done turned up. We get lit. When it's up there, it's stuck there, and it's up there, okay? So I'm just like, I'm ready because I'm ready for us to turn up, really get lit, you know what I'm saying? And then I just love how we both just so chill, don't be caring. Like when it come to like putting stuff together for the place or like buying furniture and stuff, we both be like, girl, I ain't tripping. Like, I don't care. Yeah, we can do it. Like, okay. You know, like it just be so chill. Like, it's so like easy and smooth, you know, like, and I know disagreements may end up coming, like obviously that's a thing, but
I'm
like,
scared now.
which it may not, honestly, it really may not, but I'm just saying, like, I really don't think we're ever gonna disagree on nothing too big. Like, I feel like it might just be little stuff, and even then, I don't think it might be anything because we both just
be understanding. Because some girls are doing too much.
Like, and we both are hella easy to come to and talk to. Like, we be understanding. So. Yeah, that's how we went from internet friends / strangers to roommates.
That's it.
This is kind of long, but we're gonna see how it is when we edit. You feel me? And we kind of cut, like we didn't even like tell girl my areolas, but
nothing popping out.
I feel like we like summarized the story. That's what's crazy. Like it felt like we summarized it more than like really going into detail. So that's crazy.
So much we could have said.
It's so much. Literally, the road to getting here from like a couple years ago, because we've known each other for a couple years now.
Yeah.
So from a couple years ago to now, it's a long road. We ain't trying to sit here that long. So, yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. If you want more story times from us and stuff, please comment below and let us know. Don't forget to subscribe and follow Telly. Subscribe and follow me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Don't forget to like, comment. Did I just say that? I think I did.
I don't know.
I love you so much, Jerry Gang, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Let me leave you on a quick, positive note. Feature face, not people. Bye.